Chapter 7 Hot Desert Saudi Arabia. A desert is a landscape or region that receives an extremely low rainfall, less than enough to support growth of most plants. Deserts located in tropics are called hot deserts. Most deserts of the world lie in the western parts of the continents. For our study of a special region, we shall select the Arabia Desert and more particularly a country called Saudi Arabia. Location. Saudi Arabia is located in the Middle East. It occupies 3/4 of the Arabian Peninsula. It lies between the Persian Gulf in the east and the Red Sea in the west. The countries which surround Saudi Arabia are Qatar, Bahrain and the United Arab Emirates UAE. In the east, Jordan, Iraq and Kuwait in the north, and Oman and Yemen in the south. Land surface. Saudi Arabia contains the world's largest continuous sand desert, the Rub' Khali or empty quarter. Its oil region lies primarily in the eastern province along the Persian Gulf. Saudi Arabia consists mainly of dry, barren land which slopes from west to east. On the western coast, Saudi Arabia is rugged and mountainous. Central and eastern Saudi Arabia consist mainly of plateaus and deserts. Some parts have underground water which surfaces to form pools of water called oases. These areas are the only fertile areas in the desert. There are no rivers that flow through this desert. However, during occasional heavy rain, wide gullies called wadis temporarily fill with water. But due to extreme heat, the water evaporates quickly or gets absorbed by the ground. Climate. Saudi Arabia has an extremely hot climate. There is hardly any rainfall. In fact, it may not rain for several years. The summer season is from May to September. The weather during this period is very hot and dry during the daytime. The nights are relatively cool. The winter season is from October to April. The days are warm while the nights are very cold. In the coastal areas, the temperatures are mild. Sandstorms are common in deserts. Strong winds carry sand from one place to another and form sand mounds called sand dunes. The shape of sand dunes changes with the direction of winds. Natural vegetation. Very limited parts of Saudi Arabia are suitable for cultivation. Water is obtained mainly by the sea. After desalting seawater, it is used for domestic consumption. The plants having high resistant and less water requirement grow here. Most of these plants have deep roots in the soil. Oases are the permanent source of water. Date palm, wheat and barley are produced here. The people lead a settled life. The caravans always stay at such places and trade with villagers. Wildlife. The animals that can survive extreme hot climate and scarcity of water and food for a long duration are found in the deserts. Camels are known as ships of the desert. They can stay without food and water for many days. They store water in their stomach and fat in their hump. A distinctive animal of Saudi Arabia is the rare white antelope called the oxyx. Arabian horses and jackals move swiftly across the desert. Wolves and hyenas live in mountainous highlands. Pigeons and quails are seen near the oasis. In the coastal areas, flamingos and pelicans are a common sight. People and their way of life. The people of Saudi Arabia mostly wear the traditional Arab clothes. Men wear long cotton gown called a thob, a head covering called gutra to protect their head from the sun. The women wear long robes called abba and cover their faces with a veil. About 6.5% of the Saudi Arabians are nomads. They are called the Bedouin. They have no fixed homes. They are a wandering tribe. They live in tents in the desert. They mostly wear loose clothes. They keep wandering from place to place, in search of new feeding grounds for their flocks. They pitch their tents wherever they find an oasis. They regularly move in caravans with long rows of camels. The houses here are made of sun-dried, having flat roofs and are situated close to each other. Natural resources. Petroleum is the most important natural source of Saudi Arabia. This mineral oil is so useful in the world that it is also called liquid gold. Saudi Arabia contains about a quarter of the world's known oil reserves. The oil fields lie in the eastern part of the country and in the Persian Gulf. There are also found small deposits of copper, iron, gold and silver. Saudi Arabia does not have many manufacturing industries. The country's chief manufactured goods are cement, fertilizer, food products, petrochemicals and steel. The government of Saudi Arabia is wisely using its resources to improve the lifestyle of people. Water is always scarce. Sea water is salty. Plants have been constructed to purify the sea water. Many Indians are working in Saudi Arabia. Saudi Arabia has grown into a modern nation due to the hard work and efforts of the people. Economy. Oil was discovered in Saudi Arabia by US geologists in the 1930s, although large-scale production did not begin until after World War II. Oil wealth has made possible rapid economic development, which began in earnest in the 1960s and accelerated spectacularly in the 1970s, transforming the kingdom. Today, mineral oil is exported to almost every country of the world. India also buys large quantities of mineral oil from Saudi Arabia. There are many oil refineries in Saudi Arabia, where crude oil is converted into petroleum, diesel, kerosene and many other useful products. Most of these products are exported to other countries. Many factories have also been developed to produce consumer goods. Cities and towns. The city dwellers enjoy all the modern facilities of life. The largest cities are Riyadh and Jeddah. Riyadh is the capital city of Saudi Arabia. These cities have air-conditioned houses and buildings, huge shopping malls and modern facilities. Muslims from all parts of the world come here by sea and air. From here they go to Mecca, which is the most important center of pilgrimage for the Muslims, the followers of Islam. Medina, to the north of Mecca, is another religious center. The pilgrimage to these places is called Hajj.